Hi, this is Katie Gorsuch with Explore WIU. Today I'm here with Ray. He is the chairperson of the Department of Engineering Technology, and he's going to talk about the department and the opportunities students have here within it and the three different major programs. So, Ray, can you tell me a little bit about yourself, your role here at WIU, and what brought you here?
Okay, I'm Ray Diez. I'm chair of the Engineering Technology Department. I came to Western 9 years ago from the University of North Dakota. I'm in my 46th year of education. I graduated with my first two degrees from Wayne State College, Nebraska, and my doctorate from the University of Northern Iowa in Cedar Falls. I have been a faculty member and department chair at the University of North Dakota, and I've been department chair and have taught safety and a couple of other courses here at WIU since I arrived.
Can you talk a little bit about the three different major options students have in the department, the graphic communication, engineering technology, and then the construction management for the undergraduate programs?
Okay, our program in engineering technology is divided into three undergraduate majors, and we also have two graduate majors that you can pursue upon completion of an undergraduate degree. The first one is engineering technology. Engineering technology is a 15-course sequence that prepares you for working in industry. And most of our young people go into quality, they go into lean processes, or they are managing the manufacturing process where we put out a quality product at an economical price. We also have an internship for each of the three majors that is required, and our young people go out and search and find their internship. We approve it, we supervise it along with a person from industry. The graphic communication program is a program where you can learn how to design different types of media for the print industry, for the websites, for different types of billboards and communications, similar to what you see, in Cowboy Stadium down in Dallas. You've got that kind of a billboard type of presence. We prepare them to do the design, to do the development, and also to follow up with the finished product. These young people also have an internship that is a minimum of 9 credits, and they work either on campus or for local industry in one of those areas that I mentioned. The third major we have is construction management. Construction management is a 56-hour credit hour major. We get everything from learning how to learn about the processes that are involved with construction, with not only residential but light construction, light commercial construction, heavy commercial construction, and we even have several young people that have gone into road construction or light rail construction, similar to what we have with subways and the L that you have in Chicago, which is our familiarity. Once again, 9-hour internship, and students have been placed across the USA, from Arizona, Utah to Maryland, but the majority of them are in the tri-state region of Missouri, Iowa, and Illinois.
Talk a little bit about the opportunities for students in regard to like scholarship opportunities, student work, and even like graduate assistantships if they decide to be a graduate student at Western.
Our funding that we have for scholarships is spread over 5 or 6 major donors, and the scholarships that are named for them, they range from about $150 to $500, and then we have one in construction management that is now a $2,000 scholarship that is renewable until they graduate.
Awesome.
The department 4 years ago used some of their department scholarship funds to identify a freshman scholarship for each of the three majors and a transfer scholarship for each of the three majors. It is a small scholarship at this time of $100, but anyone who is transferring in or coming in as a first-time freshman student can apply for those scholarships. We have graduate teaching positions for the engineering technology and the instructional design and technology degrees, and those are very competitive positions. So when you make application to the graduate program, you also want to make application for graduate teaching positions.
And then can you talk a little bit about the hands-on experiences students get in the classrooms, whether it's the classrooms you teach or some of the other ones on?
Hand me that little WIU over there. Okay, we have courses in each of our 3 undergraduate majors that are very applications oriented. They revolve around solving problems while you are using the tools and methods and softwares and so forth that are reflective of what goes on in industry. In construction, we have a course that is a laboratory course where you learn about the processes. We have several courses where you learn about the different materials and so forth that you use in industry. We have 3 courses that help with the design of different structures and how to use different architectural CAD programs. We use building information system software. We have construction estimating software. We have scheduling software. We have a lot of different things that you can learn the process of construction management and the documentation that's required. In the graphic communication program, we also have a lot of different softwares we use. We use Adobe Creative Suite for the most part, for the majority of things that we're involved with. And students learn how to use those, manipulate them to do design, and then also to put out the finished product. So we have a lot of applications, problem solving. We have printing, we have presses, we have equipment to do T-shirts and screen printing and vinyl, and a lot of other different activities involved with the graphic communications. In the engineering technology program, we have 3 courses in the machining area. We start with the manual, then we go to a CNC, and then we finally go to CAD/CAM, so we have 3 separate courses there. We have a general introductory course where we work with many different processes to solve problems and to learn the processes, including welding, cutting, drilling, doing all kinds of manufacturing type processes. So you learn what the principles, techniques, theories, and how to operate some of those kinds of things. We have softwares in our design area, and we have 3 courses there that will help you learn how to take an idea from inception to realization. We have 3 courses in our electronics and power systems area. All of those are applications oriented, where you're solving problems and doing labs that are hands-on, so that you understand how those various aspects work, from how hydraulics and fluid flows, how air flows, how you can use and harness those, as well as electricity. So we have a lot of things involved there. We also have a couple of top-end courses where you're working with 3D printers, and with 3D printers you're taking an idea, once again, from inception to realization. And we also have a course that was designed for the graduate program, where we take and use a plasma cutter to design simple products such as this WIU that I'm holding in my hand, and they take that, once again, from inception to actually making the product, selling it, and distributing it to people on campus and to the general community. So you get a chance in this course to use all the tools that you've developed at the undergraduate level, and being able to actually design products. And they are now in their 3rd year of that particular course, and they have evolved into a much more elaborate type of product where we are actually doing some 3D type of products. So that's kind of where we are with the curriculum.
All right, that's great. I know I get to go to that class on Thursday to see them in action as they're, making the products and working on their marketing and all that. Can you tell me a little bit about the student organizations that are housed in the Department of Engineering Technology?
The Engineering Technology Department has 3 student organizations that each is associated with one of the majors. In construction management, we have the Western Illinois Construction Management Association. We have about 25 to 30 members in that organization. We are associated with the Mechanical Contractors Association of America. They help support us in travel to conferences and meetings. The students are involved in several different service projects. We do a lot of things with Habitat for Humanity. We have a Genesis house here for the homeless that our students have been involved with.
Oh, okay.
There is a brickyard site over in Colchester that is an old kiln for bricks, and our students have been involved with working with that group in order to rehab and refurbish some of their sites over there. We do other service projects for the Hornfield campus, and we do a lot of different buildings and bridges and other structures on that particular area. The Society of Manufacturers is associated with the Engineering Technology program. We have about 15 members, and they do some service projects for fundraisers and try to get involved with some of the local industries as far as tours so that you're up to speed with state-of-the-art activities. The Graphic Communications Club is one that is set up to do a lot of different service projects. They collect toys for Christmas. They do a food drive, and they also operate different nights for screen printing T-shirts, for doing vinyl work, and other activities that are involved with graphic communication. The overall department has an honorary organization, which is Epsilon Pi Tau, which is the honorary for the professions in technology, and we have initiated well over 80 people in the last few years, and we have an initiation every spring for those students who have a 3.25 in the major and a 3.0 overall at Western Illinois University.
Explain the difference between the engineering versus engineering technology, since we get a lot of students who engineering technology might be what they're meaning, but they, think of the broad spectrum of engineering.
When you look at when you're making a decision between engineering and engineering technology, there are some things that you need to consider. If you are going to be an engineer, you have to be very, very good in math and science. And the reason is that you're working with theory, you're working with data sets, you're working with a lot of things that are more, calculation based. So you have to be very good in Calc 1, Calc 2, Calc 3, differential equations, and statistics, which are, all that kind of stuff is calc based. You also need to be able to do university physics 1 and 2, which are calculus based. We share between engineering technology and engineering the same chemistry course. Engineers are more and more becoming on the design side of what we do in industry, and when you're doing that, you're working more with the theories and principles and manipulating data to see how that would work. You may not get out onto a shop floor where you can get into the applications type problems. Engineering technology, on the other hand, is more of a field of study where you are working with a math, but you're doing algebra-based math. And you've got 2 algebra-based math courses, plus you have statistics. You have 2 physics courses, and your physics courses are college-based because they're algebra-based, not calc-based. And we have, as I mentioned before, the same chemistry that's required of the engineers for our programs. The differences then become the fact that we are more focused on applications of the problem-solving process. We take what the engineers design and we make sure that it works. We do the testing, we do the processing, we do the make sure that it's quality, make sure that it can be manufactured economically, and make sure that as it goes out the door, it's something that is marketable and it is a good quality product. And so, yes, we are applications oriented. Yes, we are problem solving. We share some of those things with engineers, but we're much more where the rubber meets the road and getting things accomplished and out the door as a finished product.
Thank you, Ray, for taking the time out of your schedule to meet with me, and thank you everyone who is watching.